Hi guys, what's happening? Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. That means tomorrow's Friday. That means tomorrow's weigh-in. And I was having some thoughts. First off, if you're a new Paddiwack to the party, welcome. But let me forewarn you, if you do not have your water, I have 3 people. If you do not have your water, you will be fined. The secretary of the club will send you something in the mail. Everybody got their water? I have really gone back to basics. This time of year gets me right where I need to be. I get inspired at this time of year. I know it's gonna get hot again and then we're gonna go back, but for right now, we're just gonna pretend it's autumn. And I thought I would put it out there for any new Weight Watchers or anybody who's gotten off track or anybody who's just darn interested what some of my must-tos are. I was thinking, okay, if I met somebody new who was doing Weight Watchers, what would my advice to them be? Well, my first bit of advice would be, if you're ever gonna start a YouTube channel, make sure your battery's charged, because every single time you try to talk, it goes off. I'll be right back, you guys. How's that? Better? You know, I wanna say I was thinking when I was, thinking about doing this video, I thought to myself, you need to be more organized. To have a list of 5 or a list of 8 or, be more organized, Anita. And then I started talking to the camera and I tried to be organized. You know what, you guys? I am just not an organized person. I never have been. I never will be. And why am I trying to change myself to make it more copacetic? I'm not gonna, okay? So this is just gonna kind of go as I think of. These are my must-haves on Weight Watchers. You have to have water. There's no 2 ways about it. If you do not like drinking water, you need to find a way to drink water. Now, my favorite way is I always have this big bottle of lemon juice on the counter, and I always put it in my water. I also, hold it a little longer, Anita. I also have packets of dry lemon for when I go other places. Just make it how you need to drink it. I'm not a fan of carbonated water, but I understand by Weight Watchers laws and bylaws that that's still okay. Whatever you have to do to get your water in, do it. It's super important to your weight loss. Now, while we're talking about Weight Watchers and their rules, my second, again, let me go back one momentito, just for 1 secondito, to say these are my Anita JJ's opinions and what has worked for me. Okay, I am down 45 pounds. I was down 50 at one point, but I'm getting back there, okay? My second thing to you, if you're trying to get back on track or if you are new to Weight Watchers, don't take shortcuts. Just don't. You may hear of a great shortcut on YouTube. Might even been from me. Might have been from my neighbor over here or my neighbor over here. Don't do it. To start off and to get back to basics, stick with Weight Watcher rules. Because once you start bending that first rule, it's a gateway rule. It'll get you nowhere fast. Now, people like to debate whether they should count their fruit, whether they should count their avocado, finding ways to get free foods into other foods so that you can have more. Just don't do it. I mean, if you're comfortable in your program, knock yourself out. But if you're new or you're going back to back to basics, you know what it is, my door's open and I know my neighbor is listening to me. Hold the line, please. Okay, don't skip the rules. Do what Weight Watchers tells you to do, okay? Count the fruit. Avocado is a biggie right now. Let's talk about avocado for a second. I love avocado. I did not eat it for the longest time because I didn't want to take the points. Okay, how stupid is that? Stupid, you like it, Anita. So, not only do I eat it, but I count my points. Now, this is a holy guacamole. They also make these in just plain avocado without seasoning. They are 3 points each. You need to have healthy fats to lose weight. For the longest time, like I said, I didn't eat it. Eat your avocado, eat your nuts, find a healthy fat that you like, take the points and eat it. It will benefit you, trust me. The most important thing of all along with everything else that is the most important thing. Measure. 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 And when you're done measuring, measure some more and then weigh it. Weigh and measure your food, people. Even for you cats that are on freestyle, weigh and measure your 0 point foods. Keep track of it, okay? Because if you go overboard, you're not going to lose. It's just fact. It's a fact, Jack. And I know it all, so you have to listen to me because I'm the boss here. Just weigh and measure. You know, you're going to get to a point in the program, or you might be at a point in the program where you think, oh, I know it's just this much, or it's this, just that much. I am always surprised at how much or how little something really is. The other day I was going to make a shredded chicken burrito, and I accounted for the full serving, which was 3/4 cup. Wrote it down. We'll get to it in a minute. I don't want to disrupt anything. The regular Paddiwackers have deciphered how to listen to me now. They put on special ear thingies, and they listen, and they squint when they listen, and they say, okay, Anita said blah blah blah, but she really meant blah blah blah. Oh, so I was making a burrito, and I pre-tracked, which I'm going to get to, and I wrote down 7 smart points for 3/4 cup shredded chicken with the, you know, okay, put it down because I also like to pre-track. Well, I went to measure it, and there was no way in the world I could have eaten a whole 3/4 cup. I only needed 1/4 cup. So right there, I was making a mistake. I was giving myself a deficit of points that I didn't need to do. Just weigh and measure your foods. Don't eyeball it. Just don't. Fruits and veggies. I eat like 2 bananas a day. I know somebody just pearl clutched. Oh my gosh. 2 bananas a day? Did she just say she ate 2 bananas a day? Yeah, and sometimes I eat a whole watermelon a day. Because you know what? If I'm wanting a snack and I want something to eat, I'm gonna grab this and put that in my pie hole before I get any Chips Ahoy or anything else. Have your fruits and veggies on hand. Delicata squash is out right now. Oh, do I have any newbies in the house? Because if so, this is a delicata squash. And if you cut it in half, and then cut it up and cook it, you can eat it like French fries. It's eaten in 100 million different ways, but it's so, so delicious. Just have your fruits and veggies. That way when you're hungry, you've got your kids' cookies, you got your husband's ice cream, you got your dog's treats. Don't eat your dog's treats. You're prepared, okay? You're on your own as far as how much fruit you need to eat. Everybody's different on that. Again, just figure that out. Probiotics. If anybody is new here, or if anybody is still having gut issues, or is spending way too much time in their bathroom and people are knocking on the door saying, hey, we need to get in there too, get some probiotics. I started these when I started Weight Watchers. Not only do they work, they taste good. Now these gummies all have points. I, Anita JJ, don't count my points from my gummies because I don't use my weeklies. They fall there. My other tip that I gave to people who are listening is when you have a sweet tooth, that's when you have your gummies because they taste like candy. I haven't had mine today, but I'm not going to eat on camera. Try them out. I get these at Costco. Now, a couple of things that I cannot live without on Weight Watchers. Again, for my normal Paddiwackers who are just hanging out to listen to me talk. I need to look into my big brown eyes because you have nothing else to do and your toilets are already clean. These are some suggestions for others on what I cannot live without on Weight Watchers. Laughing Cow cheese. Now, these are the little squishy ones. Aldi's has them for less expensive, same amount of points, less money. They are 1 smart point. Olay wraps, 1 smart point. I literally cannot live without my Olay wraps. There have been a couple times when I have run out and I have driven all over town until I have found one. And that's a true story about me. If I'm without something that I need, I will go to the ends of the earth to find it. Powdered peanut butter. It's so funny, powdered peanut butter, we've talked about it here a lot. Everybody eats it different. Some people are like, what the heck do you do with powdered peanut butter? Other people like myself can't live without it. Now I use this stuff, it's called Just Great Stuff. I don't use Jif or whatever. This is a combination of peanut butter and chocolate. I use it for many different things. You can put it on an Ole wrap up a banana in there, roll it on up, eat it. I make it, and I make a paste to the consistency that I like. And I dip my apples in it. My grandson now eats it too. It goes a long way. Coffee. Let's talk about coffee since we're talking about drinking. I use light muscle milk. This whole carton, you guys, is 1 smart point. I use 1 carton in 4 days. Therefore, I do not have to count creamer for my coffee because I'm brilliant. I use Sweet and Low and stuff too, but hold still, Anita. Premier Protein. There's 125 different ways to use Premier Protein. I started using it in smoothies. I use it, one of these, a cup of frozen berries from Costco is a 5 smart point smoothie. 3 smart points for the berries, 2 smart points for the Premier Protein. You know, if you go back and you look through every single one of my videos, I cannot say Premier Protein. I also make pudding out of it. I make my overnight oats out of it. It's just the movement. Movement is a huge issue because a lot of people have disabilities. A lot of people can't move. They can't move for many different reasons. Whatever reason. There's lots of, I had reasons. I had lots of reasons, but I'm not going to bore you guys with them. I have a hole in my couch, people, over there. It's called the hole because it sat there for too long. Again, for your old paddywhackers, just sit back. Let me inform the new guys on what's going on here. When I was big, I sat in the same place every day, all day, and now there's a huge hole in our couch. One day, actually before I joined Weight Watchers, and yes, can we just give a big round of applause to the gardener who decided to start blowing the leaves right as I started talking about my hole, or the hole? I got up and I went outside. It was like Forrest Gump, and I just went outside and walked. And I walked down the street and came back. Next day I went farther and came back. After a few days, my husband was like, where are you going? What are you doing? What's taking you so long? I'm like, I'm going for a walk. My body needs to move. I'm going for a walk. Now, when I started walking, and now I walk about 5 miles a day, sometimes more, sometimes less. I hate those machines. Why can they not use a rake? What happened to the good old rake? Anyways, not only was it beneficial to my weight loss, but it was more beneficial to my mental clarity. I'll be back. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I am editing right now, and this next clip of wah wah wah, I guess from where I was sitting, I couldn't hear the blower, and I guess I apologize for the blower. I couldn't hear it when I was talking. It came through the window into the mic on my camera. So I apologize for that. I hope you'll stick it out and still listen to my words of wisdom. Sorry. All right, what was I saying? Oh, just move. Just do what you can. If it's just going up the hallway and back, and don't start sprinting, don't start marathons. None of that is necessary. Just do what you can. That's what I did. It was the weirdest thing. It was like one day I just started walking, and I haven't stopped since. And it feels super duper good. Did I cover everything? I think oh, crock pot. That's the one thing. I couldn't move it over here because it's being used in the kitchen. My crock pot, I seriously could not do Weight Watchers without my crock pot. I can't say crock pot, and I can't say Premier Protein. I have chicken in it all the time. I buy the frozen chicken from Costco that is already cooked. So I just put it in my crock pot with salsa and I cook it. And when I run out, I put more in and I cook some more. And every day, if I need some protein and I need some chicken, it's there, it's ready to go. So we'll just stop there because I don't want to overwhelm everybody with my brilliance. It's a great program if it's worked right, if you work whichever one you choose, if it's one of the old Weight Watcher programs or one of the newer ones, because there's lots out there and there's a lot of controversy. Not controversy, but do your thing, enjoy it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Hang out at the Paddiwack Party, man. We try to have some fun here. We try to keep it light. Everybody here is full of goodness. I have no other way to put it. Everybody at the Paddiwack Party is full of goodness. I haven't had a rotten egg roll in yet. I know there's still plenty of time because our party is not that big. But join us and have fun. And if you have any questions, any of us here are happy to help. Tomorrow's weigh-in day. I forgot something. Tracking. Ah! I forgot tracking. Okay. Track everything. Track that raisin. You know that little itty bitty raisin that you threw in your mouth? Track it. Keep track of it. I track on my app. That's not true. I don't track on my app. I scan on my app, but I track in my book because I'm not doing freestyle. I am doing regular Smart Points, so I have to count for my eggs and my yogurt and whatnot. Let me make sure there's no info on here that I shouldn't have out there for the rest of you to see. No, so I track in my book daily. Whoops, we're not in a very good spot for this. No matter how many times I do this, you'll have to take my word for it. Everything I eat is written down. Track, and when you're out of points, stop eating.